Alrighty, what do we got today? A weekend, so lots of things present. Gang of pickpockets and transport for the landscapes. So for draw we got Puka, Emissary, Artist. I think that's it. Actions we have Hamlet. Just Hamlet? Only Hamlet. Plus buy we got Candlestick Maker, Hamlet. For trashing, Puka can trash coppers, Bounty Hunter can exile anything. Okay. It looks like a reasonably strong kingdom to me. Bounty Hunter is quite powerful, and you got everything you need. Are there any notable synergies with Patron? I'm not immediately seeing any. Poorhouse. the Poorhouse Patron synergy. I don't know that that's really a thing, but if you had a handful of patrons and then put a bunch of poorhouses, you would generate a bunch of coffers. I guess a lot of what makes that seem not so hot to me is patron already makes money, poorhouse already makes money, and the synergy of combining them is that they make even more money. So it's filling a niche that your deck would already have sated. There is another newish poorhouse synergy between poorhouse and artist. So it didn't work like this for the longest time, but the rules changed as of the release of the Rising Sun expansion, that you can now pay off debt at any time in the game. It used to be you pay off debt in your buy phase when you're playing treasures and stuff, but now you can pay off debt whenever, which is definitely a quality of life improvement for a bunch of cards, namely Black Market and Change are the two big ones that are much happy about that rule. But I think mostly unintended but funny side effect is that for cards like Poorhouse and Souk, I think actually just those two, where it gives you money and then takes it away again, you are technically allowed to get 4, pay off debt in like this interim window between the two effects, and then lose money. So like imagine you had 8 debt from buying an artist the previous turn. You could play a Poorhouse, get the 4 money, immediately spend it so you have nothing left to pay off the debt, and then you go to reveal your hand and lose money, and you're like, oops, I already don't have money, I spent it. And then you get the full 4 from Poorhouse, even if you have treasures. I don't know if that's significant, but it's a thing. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, nothing jumps out to me as like the main gist of the kingdom. I think you just want to play with most of the stuff, and a deck will come together. Artist looks pretty good. There's a whole number of actions you can put in your deck, and you're probably drawing 3 or 4 pretty often off of that. Probably want a copy of Emissary. Just a few favors to help deal with getting at pickpockets would be nice. Maybe a Puka for thinning. Definitely a Bounty Hunter for thinning. And then do the stuff. Okay. Okay, so I've got 7-2 split. What does that mean? On 3-3, you could consider like a double transport line, maybe. I don't know if that's any good. 7 doesn't sound like anything significant. So I'm going to discard the Curse Gold. And probably open with Bounty Hunter. It's quite a strong card. Then it's your cards, hits price points early. It's extra good with Curse Gold because that's a 3rd unique target for it. Surely it has to be Bounty Hunter on 4. Alright, for 2, don't really want to go into debt for Artist quite yet. It's not too likely to draw many cards. Mentioned Poorhouse has conceivable synergies with Artist, but I also don't want to be able to buy Artist next shuffle either, I don't think. So Candlestick, Hamlet, probably Hamlet is the better card. I don't have much use for coffers that I can see. It's just going to be a copper for the most part. I'm sure I'll get a Candlestick Maker at some point. Just having a diversity of actions helps once you have artists. Okay, and this will be 5. Probably the first 5 is Puka, followed by Emissary. I could see doing those in either order. Here I could start thinking about artists potentially. Hamlet artist, poorhouse artist, something like that. Probably want a second Hamlet because I've got Puka coming up. And I want to buy artist already, or poorhouse or nothing. If I buy poorhouse now and find it next turn, I'm not super excited. But if I don't find it next turn, I could buy an artist and then know I'd have the poorhouse the following turn. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I think I want it at some point. We're going to explore this poorhouse artist. I haven't actually seen this in practice too much yet because Rising Sun is still quite new. But I'm curious. Okay, I got 3 and to buy. Third Hamlet and artist. Maybe Transport Emissary and artist. Candlestick artist. I think I'm leaning towards Transporting Emissary. This is going to be a little bit of a nuisance if I don't draw a copper. Let me consider the odds that I find one. So my previous turn, I had 3 copper. The bottom 3 cards, I believe, are what? 2 coppers. Not a cursed gold. That's already in exile. And a no, I'm looking at my Hamlet. What's that last card? It's not a state. I have no idea. Oh no, it's 3 coppers. I was miscounting somehow. Okay, so this is 100% guaranteed to draw a copper. I was worried for a second seeing Puka with no coppers in hand. Is it worth spending a favor here? I think so. There goes my only favor. But I need something to discard for Hamlet, and everything else in this hand is something I think I want to play. Take actions. Trash. So I played Bounty Hunter first to draw 1 extra card off of Artist. If I hold on for a second, I potentially find an estate, which is a card I would rather exile. I think I'm willing to do it in this order. Did it do the thing for me naturally? Oh, that's funny. I thought it was going to prompt me, but the game is just like, clearly you want to pay off debt, and it did it for me without even making me think about it. Okay, well, I should probably top deck Emissary. I have 1 Hamlet down there. Unfortunately, I'll only have 4 cards, so Emissary won't get to trigger a shuffle and get the favors. But with 1 Hamlet and 2 stop cards, I think I risk dudding otherwise. This is nice. I have enough actions to play the poorhouse first and get the full 4. Just another artist. This is an awkward hand. I think the Puka gets discarded. I exile the copper. And then these at least draw me a little bit. I probably should play the Emissary because this is an ugly looking shuffle. I'm looking at all 4 of my draw cards. There's nothing good down there. So I want to get further through that shuffle, even if it means hitting a lower number. Take another Hamlet. Maybe another artist. Just take another Hamlet. I would not mind a patron. I haven't had a good time to gain one, but having a villager or two banked up would definitely help with hands like that. There we go. That's what I was expecting as the artist. Much draw. Now I got favors. Don't need to worry about the old gang of pickpockets no more. And I think what I can do here is discard all the coppers, then play the poorhouse, and then redraw all the coppers. There we go. Poorhouse is in general not a very good card, but this is a fun kingdom for making it work. Maybe just another Hamlet. The Hamlets are really nice for just all the things. It's plus buy, it's actions for the draw cards. It's a cantrip that buffs the artist. Maybe one more Hamlet patron artist or candlestick patron artist. What if I want the patron? Oh, how long has the bot had a flag bearer? Give me that. I have a tendency to not pay enough attention to what the bot's doing. Alright, well, that's another terminal, so I think that links me towards another Hamlet. And I think I should have enough deck control to be activating Emissary more often than not for the rest of the game. And so I think gang of pickpockets should no longer be a concern at all. I don't even need, like, I have the debt, so playing poorhouse here would work out fine anyway. But now's a nice time to play it, I suppose. If I play Hamlet and discard for actions, I break even anyway, because now I no longer have a unique copy of Hamlet in play, but it does mean I can play a copy of Puka, so the artist will draw exactly as much either way. Got me some favors. There's no reason I need actions here. Okay. Well, I think I have enough draw, so probably I don't need to put myself in debt again for artists. Also another poorhouse. There's no way to trash Flag Bearer once it's in your deck to get the flag back. You can exile it with Bounty Hunter, but exiling won't count as trashing. Alright, the flag war resumes. I guess I'm going to play the Emissary now. I'm not getting favors this turn, but I need maximum one favor per turn. And I think, like I said, I can activate that more often than not, so I'm not super worried about it. How many buys do I realistically need? I don't think I need to answer that question because I'm able to draw everything anyway. I don't play the Bounty Hunter this turn, but that's fine. Give me flag. Probably Bounty Hunter next turn can exile a Flag Bearer to give this something to do. I was considering buying a Duchy maybe, just because otherwise there's not a whole lot I need to exile at the moment. But I think exiling a Flag Bearer is going to be fine. And so then I can go Hamlet, Patron, Poorhouse. Bot really wants its flags. I see how it's going to be. Activate emissary. And I'll need a few plus actions, it looks like. Okay, much money. How about a province then? I'll probably buy a third artist. Oh! I did something dumb, but I haven't revealed any information, so let's go back and fix that. I talked about the poorhouse synergy, and I went and played patron first anyway. Ooh, look at that. Free coffers. Wow. Okay, now I got 2 bonus coffers to work with. A province. Got a candlestick. A poacher and an artist. Maybe just another patron and an artist. That scales my payload a little bit better. Poacher is a unique card for artist, which is nice for draw. I think I'm doing final draw, especially if I had a third artist. Oh, the puka no longer has a target. Maybe I will play it safe then and add the poacher. It's not a stop card, and it does buff the artist. It is, like, its hand size negative at this point because Hamlet's out. I'll have to discard a card. But it's cycling. And once I find the artists, I think my turn usually kicks off fine. Might want to add a second bounty hunter, perhaps. If I had another province next turn, then province and puka are both targets, and then I could do like province duchy and so on. We'll see. I feel ahead. Okay, I'll go ahead and play Poorhouse now. Playing Patron now. It's probably not worth it. I think I draw anyway, just fine. I could be wrong about that. Okay, yeah, here we go. All's well that ends well. Oh, I don't have the flag either. I should retake that. I forget about the flag. I have 4 terminals to play, so I want at least 2 more actions. Poorhouse is first this time, and patron. Okay. Let's do a second bounty hunter. And a flag. I don't want to discard from exile, I don't think. Duchy. Either patron or poorhouse. Poorhouse makes slightly more money. Patron is non-terminal. Probably care about the money at this point. And another artist. What's the bot stack doing? I haven't actually paid all that much attention. So it has 1 artist, I believe, but it's mostly relying on emissaries for draw, and does not have a puka. It's only exiled 1 copper. I feel like the bot must be struggling a bit to draw over there. No thinning and a weaker draw card. Not no thinning, but less thinning. I wonder if Artist is just a card that the bot struggles with, because it only draws well if you play cards in a fairly exact order the bot might not discover randomly. I don't know. Because Artist certainly looks good to me here, and the bot is hardly touching it. Okay. Actions and buy. Take actions. Oh, that was bad. I could dud here. I'm not careful. I'm just not going to discard with this one. Getting close. Okay, I think I should be fine now. Might be a little low on buys or actions. Ah, there we go. Okay, all right with the world. My Artists were just hiding at the bottom. I think I'm going to have to burn some villagers here because I was not discarding all that often with hamlets. I don't like going to the next turn with 0 villagers. I think I'm willing to miss out on 2 money. I should be winning next turn. I've got like 10 coffers. Let's just make sure I don't dud. I wish I had taken more buys. I think an extra buy would be quite helpful here. Probably a 6-card hand is better at avoiding duds than adding an Artist or an Emissary, I think. And the bot still does not have very much payload. I'm not all too worried about it hitting triple profits. Alright, well, double province should be rather trivial. In fact, I think I have this in hand already. Like, I could just play Hamlet, discard for buys, play Poorhouse and Patron, and I would have 16 and 2 buys already. It's important to put the bot in its place. I'll play 1 Poorhouse now, and a Patron, and now these will draw a bunch. Okay, not played Candlestick yet. Exile that for money. There we go. Okay, yeah. Oh, the bot, I thought it had 1 for some reason, but apparently it has no Artists at all. Yeah, I think it's missing out on the best draw card here, and that's causing it to get going pretty slowly. It also didn't thin its coppers at all, which probably hurts with payload. Patron Poorhouse is not a star combo or anything, but it did look like the best payload here. Bot just has a bunch of flags and a bunch of coppers, not quite thin enough, not enough draw to support all of this. I don't think this deck quite came together. I think something along these lines seems correct. A Bounty Hunter and a Puka is enough to get thin, and then play some Artists and some combination of all the other cards. I know I had some poor shovels in that penultimate turn where the Artist bottom decked. I think probably could have played it a little better nonetheless. Paid more attention to how many buys I had, but overall I think this went pretty much fine.